Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be working with some repeat clients. A couple years ago, I represented these clients in the sale of their old home and the purchase of the one they're currently living in. They recently reached out to me, said they're wanting to upgrade, and said that their current house is ready to be put on the market. So I'm on my way out to the house right now. I'm going to put my coming soon sign in the yard, put my lockbox on the front door, and we've already discussed it. We're probably going to price their home around $420,000. And even at that price point, I think it should go really quickly. They've done a lot of really nice upgrades to it. It's in a desirable location, so I think it'll get a lot of attention, and this should be a good one. All right, it's a couple days later, and while we're waiting on the photographers, I went ahead and uploaded the listing to the MLS as a coming soon, which means that technically it's on the MLS, but at this point it's only viewable by other realtors, and it's not yet available for showings. But once I get the professional photos back, I'll upload those to the MLS as well, at which point I'll set it to go active live on the market, and we'll see what happens. All right, it's a couple days later, and we've already run into somewhat of a delay. The day that I scheduled the photographers to come out to the house, it actually ended up snowing the night before. There was snow accumulation, which is not a good look when you're trying to sell a home with a pool. So I made the call to delay the photographers to today, which was supposed to be sunny, but it's been cloudy and rainy all day. So we're gonna delay the photographers one more day to tomorrow. Something strange happened this morning. I woke up to multiple showing requests, which shouldn't be happening at this point because I haven't set the listing to go active on the market yet, or so I thought. So after several minutes of total confusion this morning, I finally figured out what happened. When you upload a listing to the MLS, it makes you select a date in the future for the listing to automatically go live on the market. So a few days ago when I uploaded this listing to the MLS as a coming soon, I set the active date for a couple days in the future to give us time to get the photos back. So each time I had to reschedule the photographers, I also rescheduled the active date. Well, apparently last time I rescheduled the active date, I failed to save it. So overnight, the listing automatically went live on the market a day early with no professional photos. Yikes. Now, to every problem, there's a solution. Really, all I would have to do is go in the MLS and write in there that there's no showings until tomorrow's date. So I reached out to my clients and explained what happened. They said, you know what? The house is ready to show, and if we're already getting showing requests without any photos, then let's just run with it. So that's what we're gonna do. Derrick Harding.
You know, if I had thought this through a little bit better, I should have shown it before the photography, because that way, when I called you to tell you that they were going to just make a full price offer, you could have canceled to save a little money. You don't understand, we've already missed out on 3, and this is her favorite. So I'm like driving back to my office to write you up a full price offer. So I'm driving, but if you can text me, I didn't even know, this is crazy, but I didn't even know this when I found this house or whatever, but her daughter literally lives across the street. Like, her daughter and son-in-law walked outside and were waving at us from their yard. And they're very excited. So I'm headed to my office right now to write that up.
All right, so something I do want to run by you before you write it up. My sellers are requesting a 48-hour temporary occupancy after closing. So that way they're not rushing to get everything packed in the U-Haul like the night before closing and all that.
They'll be fine with that. house in Georgia in the mountains. The people have bought like all their furniture. They don't even have that much to move. Pretty much everything's packed up, and if they have to live across the street for a couple of days, then their house is already under contract, already been to inspection, already been to appraisal, and then not only that, they have a backup cash full price offer.
Damn.
As soon as I can get to my office, I'm going to write you up an offer so you can just tell your people they can let their dog out, and it's going to be great. Awesome. Thanks so much. I look forward to working with you.
Same. Thank you. What? What time is it? I was halfway joking earlier about the possibility of getting offers and getting it under contract before we even get the photos back, but at this point, it seems like a distinct possibility. Alright, it's a little while later. I just received the offer, and it's exactly what my clients wanted. Full asking price. They're not asking my clients to pay any closing costs, and they've agreed to the 48-hour temporary occupancy. I ran it by my clients. They said, yep, that's exactly what we wanted. Send it to us to sign. So we're about to get this home under contract within a matter of hours on the market. And it wasn't even supposed to hit the market today. That was totally by accident, which now seems like it was meant to be because this buyer is from out of state and she was in town for today only to look at houses. Just happened to see ours pop up and loved it. I guess whatever's meant to be will always find a way. Alright, it's the next day. I'm on my way out to the house right now to put up my under contract sign. This home went under contract so quickly that I haven't even had a chance to remove the coming soon sign yet. So I'm literally about to go take off the coming soon sign and replace it with an under contract sign, which is pretty crazy. The buyer's inspection is in a couple of days, so while I'm down at the house, I'm also gonna look through the crawl space because I have not been under there yet. I'm gonna look around, see if I see any red flags and anything that might show up on an inspection report, just to give my clients a heads up of what to expect, what might show up on that report. Disclaimer, I'm not a licensed home inspector, but I know what they look for, and a lot of times if there's anything major going wrong down there, it becomes pretty obvious. So the other day when I looked through the crawl space, thankfully I didn't find anything major. However, I did find a couple of small leaks. So I shot a video and showed it to my clients, and they've since hired a plumber to come out and fix it. That's something they would have had repaired whether they were selling the house or not. A couple days ago, the buyers had their inspection. We should be getting their repair proposal at some point today. We have a pretty good idea of some things they might ask for, but you never know what a home inspector is going to find. Alright, I just received the repair proposal, and it's good news. The only thing they're asking us to fix is those leaks, which my clients have since had repaired. So basically, my clients don't have to do anything. I'm about to send the buyer's agent the receipts from our plumber, and we can move forward. I had a feeling that was too easy. It's never that easy. So I sent this agent the receipts from our plumber, and she replied and said, "Great, let me know when the wood is repaired." Wait, what? What are you talking about? She said, "We asked for the leak to be repaired, along with the wood damage to be repaired, that was caused by the leak, which doesn't make any sense because there is no wood damage, and that's also not what they wrote in the proposal. So none of this is making sense, and there's obviously been a communication breakdown somewhere along the way. I'm about to call this agent and try to figure out what the heck is going on. I just got off the phone with that agent. I've decided not to show that phone call because it involves a lot of personal information about this agent, but basically what happened was they thought that there was wood damage, which there's not, and they also thought that they wrote that into the proposal, which they didn't. So after a long conversation of explanation and negotiation, we finally got it straightened out. They've agreed to accept the repairs that my clients have already done. Everybody's in agreement, so now we can move forward, hopefully. So remember when I first talked to this buyer's agent and I explained to her that we need a 48-hour temporary occupancy after closing, and she said that'd be totally fine? Roll the clip. My sellers are requesting a 48-hour temporary occupancy after closing.
They'll be fine with that.
Well, apparently it's not totally fine. That agent just called me and said that her buyers have scheduled their moving trucks and a whole bunch of furniture to be delivered to the house the day after closing, which is right in the middle of our temporary occupancy. Not good. Here's a clip from that conversation.
And they have like all this furniture scheduled to be delivered on the 11th, which I'm like, and I said, can you not push that? They were like, no, it's coming from Florida. We cannot push that. So I guess the biggest thing is that it's going to be like all of their stuff and their dogs, and they have like trucks and moving companies and the whole thing.
So, we could say, too bad. We've got your signatures on the temporary occupancy and we're going to enforce the 48 hours. That's your problem, not ours. But lucky for them, my clients are nice people and they're willing to work with the buyers. So me and that agent are trying to find some middle ground and trying to find a solution that'll work for everybody. Okay, so I've talked with my clients and we think we've come up with a solution. My clients have scheduled their moving trucks for the morning after closing, and the buyers have scheduled their moving trucks for the same day, but not until later in the afternoon. So we're going to split the difference. My clients are going to move out that morning, and the buyers can move in that afternoon once all my clients' stuff is out. Looks like that's the best solution we're going to come up with. So hopefully there's no delays and hopefully it all works out. We're a few days out from our scheduled closing date and we just got some good news and some bad news. The good news is the buyers had their appraisal and the house did appraise. The bad news is the title place where we'll be closing has apparently just now ordered the payoff, which is basically the breakdown of exactly how much money is needed to pay off my client's current mortgage. And ordinarily it wouldn't be such a big deal because most mortgage companies can get that payoff in like a day or two. But apparently this mortgage company could take a week, maybe longer, to get us that payoff. And if it does take that long, that would mean that we would have to delay the closing, which we can't do. Everybody has movers and moving trucks scheduled. The buyers have a whole house load of furniture being delivered to the house, which they can't call off or reschedule. So we have to close on time, or it could totally screw up multiple people's lives. No pressure. It's a couple days before closing, and thank goodness we got the payoff in time. That was a close one. And actually, while we were waiting for that, we had another last-minute closing delay scare, which has since been straightened out, but that made for a pretty stressful few days there. So the good news is pending some unforeseeable catastrophic event, we should be able to close on time. I just got back from closing, and as we were leaving, my clients handed me this bag and said, here's a closing gift for you as a thank you for all your hard work. And we kind of had to rush out of there, so I didn't have a chance to open it in front of them. So I'm gonna open it on camera, and I have no idea what this could be. So I'm gonna show you guys what it is first. I'm not gonna look. Okay, it's a square box. Establish that. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes. Can you see what it is? I don't know its orientation, if it's upside down or... Okay. Wow, okay. I definitely recognize that brand name. I think I have a pretty good idea of what this is, or what it could be. Opens that way. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys first. What is it? I can't see it. Here we go. What? No way. No freaking way. Are you serious? Yo. What? It's a Citizen Eco Drive watch. I hope the camera's picking this up. I really didn't know what to expect, and definitely didn't expect something this nice. I know at least one of them is watching this, so thank you guys so much. I'm already blown away. Holy cow, man. Alright, I gotta try it on. Check it out. Fits like a glove. I'm just mind blown right now. This is quickly gonna become one of my most prized possessions. To me, this watch represents hard work, determination, and awesome clients. Now, and just a disclaimer for current and future clients who may be watching this, you don't have to get me a closing gift. You know, I've worked with these clients for years. We've done multiple deals. So we've got a history. I'm so appreciative, and thanks again, guys. Yeah, great job. It's literally been 2 weeks since we closed this deal, and I'm just now getting paid. Basically what happened was we closed this deal on a Thursday. The deal didn't fund until the next day, late in the day on a Friday, and I didn't have time to go pick up my check that day, so I told the title company, just mail my check to my office and I can go pick up my check from my office on Monday. All good. Except Mother Nature had different plans.
The snow is not letting up here in Davidson County. It will stay this way across Middle Tennessee, and these road conditions seem to be deteriorating by the minute.
Just like we're seeing all over Middle Tennessee and in southern Kentucky, the roads are absolutely covered.
73% of the continental United States had snow on the ground.
The roads today, they tell me, have 3 to 4 inches of fresh snow on top of an ice slab that's been there for a while.
So finally, after 2 weeks of ice and snow, I was finally able to go to my office, pick up my check, and take it to the bank to cash it so I can show you guys. So the final sales price on this home was $420,000, and because I also represented these clients in the purchase of another home, I agreed to lower my commission on this one to 2%, which totals $8,400, and then my office takes out their 20%. So my total take home on this one is $6,720, plus a really nice watch that my clients got me. Everybody's happy, everybody got what they want, and that's what's most important at the end of a deal. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.